Welcome to Human Velocity X. When people ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm awesome. Every day is awesome. We just have to get through it. Human Velocity X, Episode 2. Are we alone? Or just unaware? Hey guys, welcome back to Human Velocity X. My meme isn't important, the message is. Today we're stepping into a question that every deep thinker, every feeler, every aware soul eventually asks. Am I alone? Or am I just surrounded by people who aren't paying attention? Let's get into it. Segment 1. The loneliness of seeing more. Awareness comes with weight, let's be honest about that. It can feel like loneliness, but it's not the kind of loneliness where no one is around you. It's the kind where you're surrounded by people and still feel like you're standing on a different level of reality. Let me share one moment from my own life. I remember sitting in a room once, everyone laughing, talking loudly, having a good time. And there was this one guy in a corner smiling with his mouth, but not with his eyes. Everybody else thought he was fine, happy even. But I felt something different. I felt sadness sitting on him like a shadow. And that moment stuck with me because I realized something. I wasn't lonely, I was tuned in. Other people just weren't listening on the same frequency. If you've ever felt that, you're already living episode 2, segment 2, alone versus unaware. Here's the truth. You're not alone, you're unmatched. There's a difference. Most people aren't thinking about that thinking. They're not questioning why they feel what they feel. They're not noticing the energy behind a conversation. They're not sensing intentions, contradictions, or emotional shifts. They're just living inside the moment without ever stepping outside of it. So when you walk in with awareness, with clarity, insight, intuition, it feels like nobody else is on your level. But that's not loneliness. That's awareness. Awareness feels like loneliness until you understand its vision. Let that line sit with you. Segment 3. Reflection question. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt something was wrong before anyone said a word? Think about it. See the moment. Feel that memory. That moment right there. That wasn't anxiety, that wasn't paranoia. That was awareness, a Reasonaut mind doing exactly what it's built to do. Just breathe. Segment 4. The hidden cost of awareness. Awareness comes with a cost, a real one. Being tuned in means you see the truths people avoid, you feel the emotions others bury. You recognize patterns before they explode. You carry empathy that others don't even know how to spell. You sense consequences long before anyone considers them. And that responsibility, that weight, can feel isolating. But here's the refrain. Feeling alone doesn't mean you are alone, it means you're early. Early to understanding, early to clarity, early to the awakening. You're walking into the storm with an umbrella, while everyone else is still just checking the app. That's not isolation. That's foresight. Segment 5, visualization. The Reasonaut lens. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a room full of people. The music is loud, everyone's talking. There's laughter, glass is clinking, noise everywhere. Now imagine you standing in that same room, but your awareness moves more slowly, more deeper, more further. You catch the tone behind someone's words, you feel the shift in someone's chest, even though their face looks perfect. You sense the truth. Nobody in that room is ready to say that moment, that quiet knowing in the middle of chaos. That is awareness. Not alien, not strange, just aware. Just a reasoner. See. You don't need fewer people around you, you need people who listen the way you do. And finding them right here is a reasoner. Segment 6. The myth of the lone mind. You ever feel like you were raised on a different planet than the people around you? Like your mind was built with a few extra gears? That's not superstition. That's sensitivity. Your mind listens at a different depth. Your spirit feels at a different frequency. Your conscience reacts before your brain has time to explain why. You're not the only one with vision. You're just one of the few who opened your eyes. You haven't been misunderstood because you're difficult. You've been misunderstood because you're early. This world runs behind where your awareness already is. Just breathe. Segment 7. The real reason you feel alone. Let's call it what it is. You feel alone because depth is rare. Depth demands truth. Depth demands reflection. Depth demands emotional honesty and spiritual courage. And most people don't want that kind of work. You live there naturally, you breathe there. And here's the gift. The deeper you go, the fewer people you meet, but the better the ones you find. This podcast is one of those places where deep finds deep. Are you ready for the deep? Segment 8, grounding moment. If you're listening right now, take one breath. Slow, deep, honest. Feel your awareness settle. Feel your mind sharpen. Feel that sense of recognition in your chest. That's you grounding your own frequency. That's the reason out inside you saying, I'm here, I'm awake, and I'm not alone. Do you hear it? Say, ignore it. Are we alone? So let me answer the question. Are you alone? Or are you just surrounded by people who haven't opened their awareness yet? Here's my answer. You're not alone, you're just early. You're not isolated, you're just tuned. You haven't been walking in darkness, you've been walking in clarity in a world that squints. Reasonauts aren't alone. We're spread out, waiting for a signal we recognize. And you just found one. And there's more. Segment 10. To come forward. So here's where we go from here. You're not strange, you're not broken, you're not too deep, you're not too sensitive. You're aware, you're tuned, you're built for seeing what others ignore. And now you have a place to bring that awareness. So it doesn't sit in you like a weight, it grows in you like a gift. Every day is awesome, even on the days you walk alone, because awareness gives you direction, and direction gives you strength. Strength to get through it. Thanks for listening to Human Velocity X. Where you're not alone. You're a Reasonaut. And now you found your people. Next time, We're talking about pride. Not the pride people brag about, but the pride that blinds a society. And the reason I cease to instant me. I'll see you in episode 3. Remember, every day is awesome. We just have to get through it. This episode is dedicated to the ones who see more than they can explain, and sometimes feel alone because of it. You know who you are. We know who you are. We know.